Hey everybody, quick setup for today. I just have my black cables off the handlebars, red pole at the front. We got some light leg work today, so red pole for support. Modifications really quick. Jessica's very sore, so she might be showing you some of those today. Number one, smaller range of motion. Keep it really slow, but make the movements small. Another big one, anything we call out at the back of the machine can always be done at the front. And again, Jessica will probably be doing that today. Anytime we're on the toes, you can always come down to the knees for sure. If we're in like a plank or modified plank type position and you're feeling pressure in the back, just lift your hips up a little bit. So we're gonna get it started nice and simple today with reverse wheelbarrow. 1 yellow, 2 is more support. If your back's been bugging, maybe even 3 yellows. Just changed her spring. She's gonna scoot back, hands on the 2 and the 4, knees together on the front platform. If you want to try something different or your hips feel a little tight, outer hips a little tight, you could always move your knees out a little bit wider. So starting out in that nice modified plank position, hips are forward. We're in this straight line from the crown of the head to the shoulders to the hips down to the knees, and the feet are still active back behind you. And then the movement, soften through the elbows just a little bit, perfect. The movement is the hinge out from your shoulders. So as your arms move out in front of you, you start to feel the burn a little bit more intensely on the abdominal wall. The path of least resistance is that the spine wants to move, gravity kind of pulling on you. So we're trying to maintain that nice long neutral shape. Keeping your spine neutral is number one. That dictates how far you're able to move the carriage out. Now on your next one, start to take it out. Doesn't need to be the furthest place you've ever been, but just hold it out there. Shoulders are depressed, your elbows are soft. Unlock your jaw, soften your eyeballs a little bit, and see if you can draw your navel up a little tighter. Squeeze your butt a little bit more. Just 3 seconds. We're just holding here. 2 and 1. Now slowly start to pull in. Awesome, Jessica. Big breath here. It's a big thing. I hear a lot of people when we're in class before or in private sessions now, the breathing starts to get choppy or you start to hold your breath. You want oxygen coming to these muscles. It's important. Last 10 seconds, maybe start to push down a little bit further. We're gonna be coming up onto our toes from here. 3, we're gonna hit some push-ups first though, in 2 and 1. So from your knees, bring the carriage in so that your shoulders are slightly in front of the wrist line, and then slowly begin to bend the elbows. As you bend your elbows, you want your elbows about 45 degrees off the shoulders, so notice how mine are down a little bit rather than straight out to the sides. The neck stays long. How do you make your push-up easier? You maybe don't go down so low. Try to keep it really slow, just 5. We tuck the toes, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes, extend out to your plank. Take a second to hold your plank. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your inner thighs, zip up through the core, soften through the elbows. Keep your gaze forward, begin to bend your knees in for bear. Tempo is everything, and still maintaining this nice flat neutral spine is everything. Chin is still lifting towards your throat, so keep the back of the head lifted, but bring the chin in with you so we're not kinking the back of the neck. Only thing I want you to change now is start to go a lot slower. So if you were going our standard 4 to 6 seconds before, I'm looking 8 to 10 seconds out now. And that's really, really slow. Eventually I'm gonna ask you, not today maybe, but in a couple sessions, 30 seconds out and 30 seconds in. So you get 1 bear in 1 minute. You only have about 10 more seconds here. Again, big inhales and big exhales. We're gonna come down for 1 slow push-up. Now, if push-ups are not working from your toes, maybe you just hold it. In 3, slide it all the way out. 2, slowly a push-up. 4, 3, lift all the way up. 2, let's hold it here, last 4 seconds. We're coming to the back, giant reverse wheelbarrow. You can stay at the front if you need. In 3, 2, 1. So, staying at the front if you need to. Jessica's getting crazy. So if you had 2 yellows at the front, make sure you change down to 1 yellow to come to the back. Hands on the back platform, we're gonna set up that modified plank. Now, again, if you were at the front still, you're just doing the same thing we started with, and that'll get extra spicy anyways. Nice and slow, the range of motion at the back might be even smaller. So we're hinging backwards, nice Jess, from the shoulders. Core is on fire. We're still maintaining this nice long neutral spine. You're squeezing your butt. Open up your breathing. Relax your jaw, your throat. Let the elbows be soft. We're more than halfway. Big inhales, big exhales. Squeeze those inner thighs. Even if your knees aren't touching, you're still squeezing your legs together. Couple more seconds here. I'm going to get you off the wrist right after this. In 5, so no holds, no challenges on this one. Maybe this last one, you take it out a little bit further. 3, I'm going to pull forward into push-ups. And 2, and 1. So real slow, shoulders come slightly forward to the wrist line, and then you're bending your elbows. Keep the neck long as you come down. You've got 10 seconds, gazing slightly forward. Abs stay really tight, supporting the spine. On your elbows, stay on your knees. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your elbows down. Slide your shoulders back a hair so that your elbows are right underneath the shoulders. Feel those upper abs burn. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your inner thighs, unlock your jaw, soften your eyeballs. And then just like wheelbarrow, except you're down here on your elbows, so probably gonna hit the abs a little bit more. Start to hinge backwards, a little forearm saw or body saw. We're doing it down on our knees rather than the toes, which is a little softer here at the back. Again, big inhales and big exhales. You're halfway already. Now, as you pull forward, try not to allow the shoulders to come forward to the elbows. Stack them right on top before you slide it out again. Yeah, depress the shoulders a little bit. Awesome adjustment. Squeeze into your buns. Now for me, when my abs are really burning, I take a good 3, 4, 5 seconds just holding still, setting my neck alignment, setting the core before I go out for that next one. Just 10 seconds. Little fun time party is coming in 5, 4, stack your shoulders over your elbows. Feel that burn for just a second. As slowly as you can, round your spine halfway in. Tuck, 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 tuck. Yes, perfect, Jessica. Hold it here. Slow, big breath in. 1 inch up. Squeeze it even slower. Good. 1 inch out. 1 inch in. 1 inch out. Awesome. 8 seconds. Hands and toes. I know. In 3, 2, 1. High plank. Hands up, toes tucked. Here we go, Jessica. It's going to be so fun. Now, if this was too much here at the back on your hands and your toes, what do? You take it right to the front. You bring your hands back onto the 2 and the 4. Your toes are on the front platform. Hold it here. 3. Big old breath in. 2. Slowly bend your knees. We've been here before. It's bear. Last time here. Only about 20 seconds to go. Let's just see if we can slow it down even more. Looking for 8 seconds, and you're creeping, you're creeping, you're creeping, you're creeping. Yes, Jess. And then really slow, sliding it right back out. So strong. Last push here. We're gonna be riding to the front from here. You're gonna be facing the same direction as we step onto our right leg for escalator lunge. 2 yellows makes it easier. Next one, bend those knees in. They're right under your hips. We hold 8. We hold 7. Big inhales, big exhales. We take it up to the front in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So escalator lunge. You're going to be standing on the front platform facing towards the back. Your right foot will step forward. So if you're using the pole, bring it on over to the left side. If you'd rather use the pole for some upper body work, be my guest. You can always add in that bicep curl. Make sure your right toes point straight ahead, and then we're going to start to lunge down into the right leg. On this first one, we're going to hold it down. So just a little hold. You're pushing into all 4 corners of your right foot. You're squeezing your inner thighs. Your tailbone is shifted down. Your left heel is lifted up. Your left booty is squeezing. The rib cage is lifting into your back. Beautiful. Slowly start to rise up, pushing into your right heel. Exactly. Once you hit the top, you're trying not to lock the knee. We're not straightening it out and taking a break at the top. You're coming right back into the next one. Focus on depth here for the next 25 seconds or so. Pushing yourself to get lower, feeling your core engage at the bottom. This is a full body effort. If you don't feel like you had enough core in the first block, this is still core for sure, no doubt. 10 seconds. Shoulder blades down the back towards your hips. And just because you set your shoulders down one time, as we start to get stressed out, as our heart rate gets higher, the shoulders tend to hike. So we're constantly adjusting that. Next one, let's go ahead and come down to the bottom. Hold it nice and low. Take a second. Let's push into all four corners of that right foot so you feel your butt just light on fire. Your tailbone shifts down, your abs are real tight, the rib cage is hugging in, the back knee can be soft. Take an inhale, begin to bend your left knee. So you're kind of pulling yourself backwards, yeah. Try to sit a little lower in your right thigh. Right thigh perfectly stable, you can see just knee right above the ankle, weight in the heel. Slow as you can go. Feel your left thigh squeeze, feel your inner thigh squeeze as you move. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Bend your left knee in and hold it here. Breathe. Now, slowly 1 inch down. Awesome. 1 inch up, so strong. 1 inch down, you've got it. 1 inch up, last time hold it 1 inch down. Slowly as you can, slide it out, hold it here for 4. Maybe you come in a little bit lower. 3, 2, slow, big breath, rise up. Try not to lock it out at the top, though you might need to. And then once you hit that, you're coming right back down, full range of motion. Challenge yourself, start to get it to shake, right? As you come down and you feel your whole body working together, hold it down there a little longer. Push a little bit heavier and go a little bit slower as you rise up, 20 seconds. And big inhales and big exhales. Shoulder blades down the back again. Back heel is constantly adjusting and lifting higher. It's a little bit of fear factor with the back leg, like as we get fatigued in the front leg, the back leg is trying to help out a little bit more. Next one, let's come all the way down to the bottom. Hold it. Get low as you can. Last time here. Once you're low, pull the abs in tightly. Bend your left knee. Pull yourself backwards. Hold it here. And just breathe. Just feeling it. You don't even have to go back to full range of motion here. You have about 10 seconds. I'm just wondering if you could get a little bit lower. All of you, not just Jess. She's pretty low. Get in there, hold it. You have 5. We go bungee on the right foot in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So hang up your pole, grab your bungee. Bungee comes over the right foot. You can go gravity. Yeah. So she doesn't have her bungee at the front, it's at the back. So she's just gonna lift her foot up and pretend like there's a bungee on there. So it's actually harder for her. She's gonna make sure the hips stay squared, bending that right knee, lifting up, keep the motion small. So from here, Jess is only gonna lift up about 1 inch real slow. It shakes anyways, right? It's not easy to lift your leg up and down. Big part of bungee, while you feel this fire in your butt, it's the abdominals that have to support your spine, your pelvis from arching your back, right? As the leg lifts up, it's the path of least resistance. Next one, push it all the way up, hold it nice and tight. And now, fast little pulses up, 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 up. Again, abs in, neck so long, elbows are pushing down. It's a full body effort. 5, higher, ooh, higher. 3, 2, all the way up, hold it. Ooh, and then let's go back to slow. Keep that right hip dropping down, hips are level. 1 inch up, nice and slow. 1 inch down, awesome. 1 inch up, it feels so good. 1 inch down, hold it all the way up. One more time, here we go, brace that core. Give me a little squeeze, up, 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 up for 10. We're gonna turn and face the front, and then you'll turn to face your left, right foot on the platform, side lunge. 3, 2, 1, good job. Shake that off, stand up. Once you're facing the front, you're gonna face to the left, right foot on the front platform, all the way up, good. Left toes stagger back about in line with your right heel. Left leg stays straight, there's a soft bend in the knee, you bend your right knee, hips travel back and down. Take a beat at the bottom, and then push into the right heel to rise. Try not to lock your knee at the top. Roll those shoulders back. Chest stays lifted, but as you come down, I want you to focus on getting low today. So if that means you need to lean more forward to get low, try to get that right thigh parallel to the floor, kind of stretching out your calf, your Achilles tendon, especially if it's difficult for you to get low. If it feels like you're not able to balance, take that little lean forward. Let's go a little slower now. Bigger hold at the bottom as well, right? Not riding back up from the bottom. You want to feel the power at the bottom. You want to feel your obliques working. You want to feel both butts squeezing. So again, a little bit lower. Abs so tight away from the spine. And then real slow rising up. Yes, Jessica, squeeze that left butt just a little bit. Perfect adjustment. Let's come all the way down to the bottom. Hold it low. Breathing, core is nice and tight, spine is lengthening forward. Yes, you can always use the bars in front of you for assistance. You'll see Jessica's left heel is lifted. With her upper inner thighs, she's gonna start to bend that left knee in. So we're skating. Keep the left hip pulling back, other way. Yeah, there you go. Squeeze that left butt cheek. Inhale as the leg extends. Push back into your right heel, lean it back. Yes, good. 5 seconds, stay with me now. Maybe you lighten up on the bars, maybe not. Extend your left leg all the way out, hold it, here comes the fun. 1 inch back and down. Can you go 1 more inch down? Yes, you can. 1 inch up. Good, go 1 inch back down, you're right there, I know. 1 inch up, let's burn it out. 1 inch down, slowly, take a breath, hold it, hold it, hold it. 3, slowly, slowly, in 2, rise up. 30 seconds, full range. Try not to lock it at the top. Once you hit the top, you're coming right back down. Fun time butt party is what I like to call it. And an inner thigh party. You're also feeling your quad working, and like I said, you're getting a nice range of motion for that calf and Achilles tendon. Last 10 seconds. We're gonna pivot to face the front. This will be the last one for your right leg. It's elevator lunge. So, very similar to the escalator, except we're facing the other direction. We're standing on the stationary thing. In 3, 2, 1. Pivot forward. Set your feet, right toes point straight ahead. First one, just like we did on the escalator, we're gonna come all the way down to the bottom, and we're gonna hold it. Perfect. Just breathing and squeezing here. Nothing to see, right? Holding, pushing into all 4 corners of your right foot, tucking your lower abs in, rib cage to the spine. Let's sink a little bit lower. Really push into those hips a little bit. And now slowly as you can, begin to rise up. Nice and slow. Yes, perfect tempo, Jess. Once you hit the top, you're coming right back down. Just like the other lunge and the side lunge, you're trying not to lock your knee at the top. Though I get it. Sometimes you gotta stand up and shake it out slower, right? Getting a little bit lower each time. Take it in. 10 seconds or so, and then we'll bring it into our next little challenge here. Let's start to make our way all the way down. Hold it nice and low. Push right heel heavily. Tuck your tail, soften through the arms a little bit. And then as slowly as you can, begin to bend your left knee in. Really slow. See if you can lighten up on your hands just a little bit. So maybe fingertips on the bars. So you feel most of the weight in your right booty. Your butt feels like it's gonna fall off on your right leg. You're working your core intensely. Think about bear a little bit as you extend and bend that left leg. We're almost there, stay with me. Nice and slow. Big inhales, big exhales. Lift through the back of the head a little bit. Open up through the jaw, soften the eyeballs. You're okay. Super strong, keep pushing that right heel heavier down into that front platform. Good, let's bend the left knee in, hold it, so strong. And now, give me 1 inch down, yeah. 1 inch up, beast mode is turned on. 1 inch down, so strong, 6 seconds. 1 inch up. Good, 1 inch back down, slowly as you can. Send the left leg back. Pause here, abs lift away from your right thigh, slowly rise up. Go so slow. Once you hit the top, you guessed it, you're coming right back down. This is the last one for your right leg. This is where you burn out. Big inhales and big exhales. We're gonna transition right into the obliques after this. 20 seconds in full range. I've got one more good challenge coming for you, and then we'll move it along. Obliques will come back to back here in the center. 10 seconds. Perfect form. Take your time, but start to make your way all the way down to the bottom. All the way down, coming on through. Once you're there, hold it. Bend your left knee in so the knee sits right under your hips. Now here's your challenge. Can you reach your arms out to a T? The answer is maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe it's, well, yeah, she's just gonna go for it. Hold it here. Bend into your right knee, sit into your right heel, squeeze that left thigh forward. We have 10. Ooh. What about lower? What about just getting in there? Yes. 5. We go left side teaser, left foot over right in 3, 2, 1. Good job. Left foot over your right foot, toes point off to the right. Hands are up on your high bars. You could always bring them down to the lower bars if you like. Do you want a second yellow in this one?
No, it's okay.
Okay, cool. She can let me know if she changes her mind. 2 yellows is easier once again. So you're sliding your legs out to like a side plank. The focus is that left side abdominal, left oblique. Arms are nice and strong. If you felt like you needed one, you could add in a push-up. Just make sure if you're taking the push-ups, there's no momentum. Our push-ups are 4 seconds down and 4 seconds up. On your next one, slide your legs out behind you, hold it. Set your shoulders, set your core, squeeze your legs, reach through your heels a little bit, and then come 1 to 2 inches up, nice and slow, holding, and then 1 to 2 inches down. Your arms are on fire. 1 to 2 inches up, good. 1 to 2 inches back down, 8 seconds, we're still breathing. Hug those outer upper arms in. 1 inch down. Now hold it all the way out, far as you can go. Big inhales, big exhales. 3, 2, pull in, full range. Go slow. You only have 15 seconds here in this full range of motion. We're gonna bring our left elbow down onto the front platform, and honestly, I recommend doing this on your knees, but you can totally do it on your feet. It's side plank in 3, 2, 1. Left elbow comes down onto your front platform. On your knees or on your feet, you're gonna be in a straight line from your elbow to your hips to your knees. Your tailbone is tucked, your rib cage is hugging in. See if you can take your right arm up to the sky, opening up through your chest. And then from here, we're gonna try to thread that right arm underneath you, feeling the movement in your left shoulder. And then slowly lifting it all the way back up. Opening the chest completely, and then squeezing the core closed as you thread that right arm underneath. Good, again, one more time, take it up. Hold your right arm up, and then give me little lifts up for 5. We come to the back for side crunch, 3, 2, 1, good job. So make sure you're on 1 yellow unless you need to have 2. Your elbows all the way on the back platform. Your left knee will slide up against the strap. Your right knee kind of stacked behind it or on top of it. Your knees are turned to your right. The feet hang off to the left. And we're all gonna look a little bit different here. Some people's feet are way off the side. Some people's knees are barely turned. It depends more on your spine and what makes you feel that left side the most. What you don't wanna feel is your hip cramping. Good, now on your next one, pull it about halfway in. We did this before on the center abs. Tuck and round in a little bit more. Try to isolate through that left side waist. Give me a little squeeze in, real slow. Yes, perfect, Jessica. 1 inch out, really slowly moving through this little crunch. Little squeeze up, yes. Little squeeze out. You're breathing, your armpits are hugging back, your outer upper arms are hugging in. 3, 2, slowly back to full range. 15 seconds, taking it all the way out, and then rounding it all the way in. Big inhales and big exhales. On your next one, last time, pull it in about halfway, dig through, elbows push heavily down. Give me 1 inch up and in, 1 inch out and down. You're there in 8, 7, we're coming off the shoulders like a little reset, super crunch in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take a seat, no problem. Don't even need your arms for super crunch. Your hair looks so long today. Bring your knees into your chest, whatever you like with your arms. All I want you to do now is get that big, full range of motion. I want your heart rate to get up, so I want you to go a lot slower than you normally do. Think like 10 seconds out, leaning back into it. Be extra careful with your neck, you guys. Part of the reason the chin likes to drop is when your neck is in line, it makes your core work about 8 pounds heavier. So don't let the chin come down as you lean back. Keep the neck long. Imagine I came and set a softball right here. Your chin is locked and loaded into the same position. Good, next one, take it about halfway out. Wherever halfway is for you. Feel it burning. Maybe hands come to prayer, whatever you like. We're gonna start to very slowly, here's the thing, you gotta go slow because I don't want you to move your knees or your hips. So you're gonna kind of give your knees a little side eye as you very slowly rotate your rib cage, just subtly from side to side. It's not gonna be big. Your legs are absolutely still, perfect, Jess. The carriage is still, depress your shoulders, open your chest, lift your heart up through your shoulders. So most of us, when we twist, we tend to like cave in a little bit. Keep your posture open and proud. Come back to center, hold it. Lean it back a sliver more. Straighten your legs all the way out, all the way out, all the way out. 3, abs so tight. 2, and you're back to full range. You have 10 seconds. We're gonna bring it right into side crunch on the right side. So you're gonna step to the side, pull the carriage to the back, elbows down. In 2 and 1. Good, so carefully step out to the side so you don't smoosh your legs. Elbows come onto the back platform. Right knee slides in first, so your knees are kind of pointed to the left. Your feet hang however much to the right. Your shoulders are square though, so whatever is in front of you, elbows should be square to that. You're not twisted in the upper body. Good. Nice slow lift. As you exhale, you're picking up through the right side of the waist. Difficult after, a good leg block to get out of that right hip. So the action is lifting up rather than pulling forward. Next one, take it out about halfway or pull it in about halfway, squeeze it there. Check your butt, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs, make your legs, your whole body powerful. Lift up and in 1 inch to 2, hold it, squeeze it, and then out an inch or so. Just a few seconds here. Push into your elbows, hug your outer upper arms in, melt the shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, big full range. You've only got about 12 seconds here. So all the way out, ooh, big round all the way in. 8 seconds, dig through. We got 1 last pulse, so 2 challenges on this one. We'll head back to the front. On your next one, last time, squeeze it about halfway in. Find your shoulders, right? Push that left elbow heavy. Give me 1 to 2 inches in, real slow. 1 to 2 inches out. We're gonna take it back to the front, an opportunity to add that second yellow back on. It's teaser. In 3, 2, 1. So strong. All the way to the front. If you want a second yellow, pick it up. Hands up on your high bars or the low bars. Make it a little bit, I don't know, they make it different. It's a little bit more challenging when your arms are lower. It's closer to being in like a full platform teaser. Now the action is this lift up through the right side of the waist. Legs are strong and straight. Your arms are carrying your body weight, right? So your arms are, it's like a lunge for your arms. Chest is strong, your elbows soft. Slide your legs out on the next one and hold it there. So legs are back as far as they can be. Your neck is long. Take it out of the jaw, out of the upper traps. 1 to 2 inches up, really slow. I want you to feel it. Maybe even close your eyes. 1 to 2 inches out. Can you push through mind over matter a little bit? 1 to 2 inches in. It's okay to feel like this and be able to keep going. We got to get a little bit more comfortable with the discomfort. 1 to 2 inches out. Exactly. Open up that breath. 1 to 2 inches in. You have 3 seconds. Here we go. In 2, slide it all the way out, and we're back to full range. You only have 15 seconds. Elbow, right elbow comes down. It's side plank, knees or feet. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! So right elbow down, side plank. Feels so good. Inner thighs are squeezing. She's like, my arms are gonna fall off. Left arm to the sky if you like it. And now if you took your left arm up, we're gonna start to thread it down, rotating the rib cage slightly, really strong in that right arm. Good, do it one more time if you got it. Remember, you can always just hold, who cares? And then extend that left arm up, open up your chest, push into your right elbow and forearm. Give me little lifts up. Tiny little squeezes, both hands on the front platform, toes tuck in. 3, 2, 1. Both hands on the platform, tuck your toes, high plank. It's gonna feel so good. Slide it out, hold it out, and breathe. Let your heels stack right over your toes, so kind of push the toes back a little bit, exactly. Slowly as you can, let's see how Jessica's arms do with this one. Let's start to pike your hips up towards the sky. Heels are high, legs are straight. How do you make it easier? You don't go up so high. How do you make it more effective? Maybe you don't go up so high. How do you get stronger here? You go way slower. You go way, way slower. 8, 10 seconds up one day, 30 seconds up, and 30 seconds down. Yes, if you are counting 30 seconds up and 30 seconds down would mean you only did 1 rep in the whole time that we're here. We're already halfway. Deep full breaths in and out. Let it shake a little bit. We're gonna get right onto the left leg from here, and I'm feeling spicy today. So we're actually gonna be switching up the order, which is very exciting for your butt. Keep going, keep breathing. Remember, you can hold in that plank as long as you need, kind of like a reset before you lift on those shoulders again and take it up to the sky. 10 seconds. Left foot will step forward. We're gonna come into our elevator lunge. If you remember, we're gonna start down at the bottom of your lunge. In 5, take it slow. Finish out this last one in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Left foot steps forward, right toes back. Set your lunge, and then when you're ready, meet me down at the bottom. We're just gonna start out in a nice little isometric hold. Left toes point straight ahead, your hips are level, tailbone is tucking, shoulders down the back, neck so long. What about a little bit lower? A little bit lower, I don't know. Good, pushing into that heel. Push into all 4 corners of that left foot. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Squeeze the top of your inner thighs. Take a big old inhale. And then real slow, start to rise up. Yeah, soften the right knee. Try not to lock your knees at the top. Once you hit the top, you're coming right back down. Feels so good, I feel like. And cinch up through the right side of your waist a little bit so the hips stay level. Think lifting the hip, yeah, good. 15 seconds, full range of motion. Low as you can get. Big pause at the bottom, squeezing all the things. Let's start to come all the way down when you're ready. Take your time. Let's come on down. So we'll start with that same little hold at the bottom. You're pushing into your left heel, yes, but I also want you to push into the mound of the big toe. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Soften your right knee. Keep your right heel lifted. Abs are pulling in tightly. Now, slowly as you can, start to bend that right knee in. Try to stay really light in your arms, which is hard. So maybe it's fingertips on the bars. Maybe you do every other, and I'm just giving you options here to try things out. Maybe you allow your arms down for 1 and then you lift them up for 1. Get out of your head a little bit. Let your body be in the challenge. Let it shake a little bit. Let it feel like you can't do another one. You're almost there. Keep that right hip lifted. Keep pushing your left hip down. Pull your core in tighter. Once again, think about bear a little bit as you bend and extend your right leg in. Good, bend that right knee in, hold it in. Level out those hips just a little bit. There you are. 1 inch down, maybe lighter on the bars. 1 inch up. Your thighs are on fire. Your breath is still really deep. Your heart rate is rising. You guys, this is your like super soft cardio right now. Just 5, I know. 4, look at that depth. I'm just saying. 3, 2, hold it down, hold it down, hold it down slowly. Slide that right leg back, hold it, abs so tight, left butt so strong, start to rise up, yes. Once you hit the top, you're coming right back down. Big inhales and big exhales. Since we're already in position, again, we have one more challenge coming. We're gonna take it directly into side lunge from here before we get back to the bungee. Or gravity kicks if you're like Jess and your machine isn't set up correctly. Or if you just don't feel like, if your butt's already burning or your back is sensitive, gravity kicks are a great way to do the bungee, and that's just going strapless. On your next one, last time, let's make our way down to the bottom. Hold it all the way down. Here comes the fun. Bend your right knee in, hold it. Now see, can you reach your arms out to a T? Left heel is heavy, left knee right over the ankle, right knee is bent a lot, bend it in, yeah, hold it, we're almost there. Halfway through your hold. What about a little bit lower? Hold it, hold it, hold it, squeeze it. 8, 7, we don't even have to go back to full range. 5, yep, 4, Awesome, Jess. 3, 2, 1. Woo, shake it off. Turn to your right for side lunge. Left foot stays, right toes step out and back a little bit. I like my right heel lifted, so does Jessica. We're bending into the knee on the left side. Your hips not traveling to the right. You're sitting straight back and down like you're trying to sit onto the bar behind you. Inner thighs are working hard. Obliques are working hard. Might be a little bit easier to maintain your form on this one since we've already worked the obliques now. Good. Nice and slow. Let's slow it down a little bit more now. Start to push yourself to get a little bit lower each time. When you get lower, I want you to take the second, the hold at the bottom, to feel your core working. Feel your shoulder blades engaged where they're supposed to be. Shoulders move away from your ears towards the hips. 10 seconds. Remember, you can lean a little bit more forward if that helps you get lower. All the way down now on your next one. Pull the shoulder blades away from your ears towards your hips. Pull the sides of the waist in. Everybody, let's sit a little bit lower. Let's get it to shake. And then as slowly, as softly as you can, start to bend your right knee in for the skate. Perfect, Jess. Perfect in the spine. And then sliding the right leg out. What about a little bit lower? Come to that place where you just don't know if you can. About 10 seconds. Stay with it. Even lower. Yes, use the bars if you need to. Bend your knee, but make sure the butt goes back. The knee doesn't come forward. You could lean more forward if you need to. Here we go. Let's start to slide that right leg out. Hold it now. Squeeze your upper inner thighs, squeeze your butt cheeks slowly as you can. 1 inch down. Ooh, look at the balance. 1 inch up. Take the weight back into the heel. One more time. 1 inch down, good adjustment. 1 inch up. Last time. 1 inch down, sink it low, 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 low. Hold it 3. Hold it 2. Full range. Take it up, go slow. You've got 30 seconds in your full range of motion. Your bungee is coming up next, or your gravity kick if you don't have your bungee, or you don't want your bungee. Left leg will be in the air. Last 15 seconds. Get a little lower. Hold it a little longer. Let it burn. Let it start to shake. You want to get to the point where you don't even think you can do another one. 8 seconds. You're going to pivot to your right, grabbing your bungee if you've got it. Elbows down. Left leg up. 3, 2, 1. Good job. So forearms are down. Right knee is right under your hip. Left leg lifts up, left foot flexes up. Tighten your core. And then lift your foot up to the place where you feel your butt just start to engage, right? Just lift up to that point. And then from there, 1 inch up. Yeah, it doesn't need to be big, huh, Jess? No. And then 1 inch down. I think the 1 inch down is the harder part. 1 inch up. And then as you come 1 inch down, there's a place if you just go a little bit lower where it feels like relief. Don't go to that place. Stay in that 1 inch lift. Looks perfect, Jess. 1 inch down. You're totally strong here. Elbows pushing down. 1 inch up. Abs so tight. Good. Kick it up as high as you can. Brace your core. Push your elbows. Go up, 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 up. A little burner. Up, higher. Up, up, up. Breathe. Tighter core. Up, 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 up. 3, 2. Hold it all the way up. And then let's go back to that slow 1 inch motion. Nice and controlled, kicking that heel up, squeezing your booty tight, 10 seconds. We have one more challenge. Jess, we only have one more for the left leg. This is gonna be so fun, I feel like. Good, take a breath, here we go. Lift it all the way up. First, set it, find your core. You gotta squeeze those abs in. Now go up, 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 up. 8 seconds, up, up. Left foot swings forward, maybe grab your pole, maybe second yellow if you don't have it already. In 3, 2, 1. Woo, good job. So left foot forward, grab your pole if you need it, or grab a bicep curl if you want it. And then when you're ready, we're gonna start down at the bottom of your lunge. So bending your left knee, make sure your left toes point straight ahead, left knee right over ankle, and we're all the way down. Pull your core in, holding at the bottom. Where are you going, sister? Just kidding. Ribs in, tailbone heavy, constant little body scan, right? Shoulders melt, breath is deep. Ooh, hello, Jessica. She took an aerial class. She did this to herself. It's not completely my fault. Take an inhale, push into all 4 corners of that left foot, and start to rise up. My point is she's really sore. Rising up, pausing, trying not to lock the knee, and then you're coming right back down to the bottom. Good news is we are almost done with these legs. We got some arms coming. Perfect. We'll go lightish on Jessica's arms. You guys, I'll give you all the options. Not the biggest arm block ever, but we might have 2 planks left. They're coming on either side of the arms, because that's how I like it. All the way down on your next one. That was sneaky. You were already down and I was like, hold it. Hold it. Squeeze your inner thighs. Pull your lower abs in as you shift your tailbone down. When I shift my tailbone down, I tend to flare my ribs, so hug those ribs in. Melt the shoulders down. We're just breathing here. 4 seconds. Feels so good. 3 seconds. Slowly begin to bend your right knee, pulling yourself backwards. Left heel is heavy. Your left butt is burning. If it is not burning, I want you to push it heavier into the heel, maybe even lean a little bit more forward. Let's go even slower, about 10 seconds. Awesome, looks perfect in the spine. Lift the back of the head, take a little posture through your neck, and then on your next one, bend that right knee in, hold it. Good, now here comes the super fun, I feel like. 1 inch down, yes, you're right, we have been here several times before. 1 inch up, stay with it. 1 inch down, you are almost there. Exactly, breathe through it, let your body feel the challenge. What do you need to get through the challenge? You need oxygen and you need engagement. All the way down, hold it so low. Can you get a little bit lower? Slide your right leg all the way straight. Hold it out, lunge a little deeper, left leg. 3, 2, slow, rise up. Yeah, once you hit the top, you're coming right back down. 30 seconds, full range, that's all you got. It'll be so fun. Now, we're gonna be coming straight from this exercise into a plank hold. So you're gonna be kind of where we started class, with your hands on the 2 and the 4, with your feet together, think heels and toes touching. 10 seconds, last challenge. So fun. Inner thighs squeezing, right heel is lifted high, shoulders still down the back towards the hips, picking up through the back of your head. We all tend to look down in this lunge, and you want to keep your eyes kind of forward so that your posture stays lifted. Let's come all the way down, hold it nice and tight, push that left heel so heavy. Bend your right knee in and feel the burn. Hold it here. Could you get lower? If you're not shaking, I can't see you, but I'm just wondering, I would just be wondering why. Maybe push to get a little lower. 8 seconds, 7. We bring it down to our plank in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So bring your hands onto the 2 and the 4. 2 yellows is easier, 1 is harder, 0 is crazy. Try to bring your feet together. Your heels and toes are touching. You're squeezing your legs together as tightly as you can for a second. Think of this as your inner thigh work. Melt the shoulders. Pull the heart forward a little bit, which is difficult. Good. And now, step your feet as wide as you can on that front platform. Step your feet out nice and wide. Still squeeze your inner thighs and your butt. Can you do this slowly? The answer is maybe. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder. And then set it down. And then bring your left hand to your right shoulder. And then set it down. So you're crossing your hand over to the other arm. It's a lot of obliques. You only have 10 seconds, I know. Try to squeeze your butt cheeks so that your hips aren't shifting you from side to side. Yes, good. Now take a breath, both hands down. You're gonna go as fast as you can. In 3, 2, last 7 seconds, real fast. Oh, oh, oh. 5, 4, chest opener. 3, 2, 1. Yes, ma'am. All right, so 2 yellows is what I'm gonna keep Jessica on. 3 or 4 yellows for most of us. Knees are gonna be on the number 6. You're gonna start with your hands right down to your side. Stand up nice and tall up on your knees. Squeeze your butt. Brace your core like that plank you were just in. Start, if you need to, crawl your knees more forward and that'll make it lighter, totally. Now her range of motion might not be very big today. Try to get this fronts of your shoulders to press back as you squeeze your shoulder blades. Now notice right here, ribs have to, yeah, totally. Ribs have to hug in every time. Good. Tiny movements, it's all good. Doesn't need to be humongous. This will probably feel good for her later though. Maybe. Keep the back of the head pressing back. So your chin is pushing towards your throat, right? It feels weird because most of us have developed this forward head posture, from looking down at our dang phones, from looking at our computer, from looking at the Netflix, whatever it is. Next one, press it all the way back. Remember, all the way back is relative. Hold it back and breathe. I hate that song too. Just kidding. Hold it back. Squeeze your shoulder blades, then squeeze your abs. Give me a little squeeze back. Hold it. They don't work anymore. Give me a little squeeze back. Hold it. Yes, abs so tight. Again, little squeeze back. Hold it. Breathe. And you're back to full range. Just 10 seconds. We're gonna come into sexy back from here. So you're gonna drop your butt back. Hips will come towards your heels. 3, 2, 1. Good job. So hips towards your heels, elbows back at your ribs, and then you're extending your forearms. Good. What? So good. Good. So squeezing the blades. Lean a little bit more forward, and that might feel good. This is basically a tricep kickback. You're keeping your elbows up, so you're working the back of your shoulders. You're still working your rhomboids. You're still working your lats. You're working the rear delts. Triceps are extending the elbows. So those small muscles on the back of your upper arms are what are actually doing the movement. What about your core? I literally want your abs burning right now. If they're not, you're missing the missing link right now. Your butt is squeezing. Lift up through the back of your head. Good. Next one, extend your arms all the way straight and just hold it. Reach back and down through your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades tighter together. Lift your hands a little higher. You've got it, you've got it, you've got it, you've got it. Hold it up, hold it up. 3, 2, go back to full range. Just bending at the elbows and extending the arms right back out. Breathing through. We got one more hold coming, and then we're gonna turn around coming into the second to the last exercise. Feels so good. Next one, extend your arms all the way back. Hold and breathe. Just 6 seconds. We turn to the front for serve the platter in 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. So keep your cables, hold them in one hand as you very carefully turn around to face the front. Bring your elbows in line. Remember, if you scoot back further or if you sit down on your heels like Jess, this will make it easier. By easier, I mean lighter. Maybe a lighter spring load will help you do the exercise more correctly, right? You don't want to feel this in your neck or your upper shoulders as you reach forward. Remember, easiest way to modify is not lifting up so high. We're trying to get basically your hands in line with your shoulders, with your elbows pretty freaking straight, your elbows still rotated down. It's not about going up high, it's about extending through the front of the shoulders, the chest. You're feeling your biceps in this exercise, front of your arms, opposite of the tricep. You're feeling the front of your shoulders. You're feeling your chest muscles in through the pecs. You're also, when your arms reach up in front of you, you have to engage your core, otherwise the spine tends to shift to accommodate the weight. Let's extend up and hold it. Doesn't matter to me how high. Melt your shoulders down, and then just breathe here. It feels so good. Squeeze your butt. Can you lift your pelvic floor? Full body effort. Now very slowly, keeping your arms lifted, you're gonna start to take your arms out kind of to a diagonal, maybe like 6 inches, so your arms will be at the very most 45 degrees off the body. And then from here, you're gonna start to bend your elbows in. You're still keeping your hands elevated as the elbows come to your sides. Pause, use the rotator cuffs, rotate your forearms, your hands back to center, take a breath, squeeze your core, and then lift up. Yes. So good. And then again, let's rotate out really slow. So you're feeling all those little muscle fibers start to quiver on you. Pause there. Keep the same rotation as you very slowly sink the elbows in towards the ribs. Exactly. Rotate it back to center. I know. Lift all the way up and just hold it here. 4. Ooh, shoulders are depressed, neck so long, abs so tight. 3, 2, start to bring it down. Elbows in, your hands are still lifted higher than your elbows. Pause here. Go the other way. So you're gonna rotate outwards about 45 degrees, no more. Here comes the fun. Slowly lifting up on the diagonal. Don't let your arms go out more. They stay rotated on the 45 as you lift up. Good, hold. Feels so good holding. And then squeeze through the pecs to bring your pinkies back to shoulder distance. And then slowly elbows come in, your hands stay lifted. One more party time here. Now, again, rotate out. Don't go crazy. Your arms are not going to be out to your sides. They're only going to be out about 45 degrees. Maintain that stability as you lift up on that 45-degree angle. Yes, hold it, because why not? We've got 8. Feels so good. Lift up a little higher. Oh, we lost the air earbud. 4 seconds. We ditched the cables. 1 yellow, 2 is easier. Hands on the front. Jessica's springs are cool already. In 2 and 1. Plank hold. Hands on the front platform. Toes are tucked. Your feet are squeezing together. It feels delightful. Hold it. Yeah, squeeze your legs together like it feels like you've got one leg. You're a mermaid or a merman. Heels are reaching back. Chest is so strong. Elbows are soft. Arms are super tired. Now, step your feet out as wide as you can and feel the same thing here. Squeeze your inner thighs, but your feet are wide. Take an inhale. Bend your knees, keeping your feet and knees wide. So we call this straddle bear, a little bit more oblique. Hold it here. I'm gonna have Jess bend her knees just a sliver more, so not inwards, but downwards. There you go, good. And then from here, Jess, can you bring your left hand onto your right shoulder real slow? Oh, yes, she can. And then set it down, right hand to left shoulder. We call these shoulder taps. I've actually heard them called many things, but left hand, right shoulder, feels so good. Yes, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs so much. Right hand, left. Oh, yeah. Bring your hand back down and hold it for 3. We're gonna go real fast in 2 and 1. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Yes, yes. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Set those knees down. Take a child's pose. You can take a little sad child's pose with your arms bent if you are having Jessica's arms, or maybe take your hands back by your hips and that'll feel good too. Oh, feel free to stretch out as much as you like. You could take a nice lateral stretch, moving your hands to one side and then the other. Certainly stretching your hamstrings or your hip flexors might feel really good after those legs today. Feet in the straps, if you want to stretch those inner thighs or work your inner thighs, would be about 1 red and 2 yellows with the long straps on your feet.